All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to another episode of We Create Music. I am your host, B. Vaughn, and today we have the CEO and founder, Satoa Raymond of Women in Charge. Satoa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, always. Pleasure having you here with us today.
Thank you.
So if you wouldn't mind, start off and just telling us about yourself and how you got started in music.
Well, my name is Satoa Raymond. I'm married, and I started Women in Charge in 2015. I always loved music, and I've been writing songs since I was 12 years old, and I found out I could sing at 15. So I wanted to do something that caters to women that are independent artists. So that's how I came up with Women in Charge.
All right. So you found out you could sing at 15?
Yes.
How did you find this out?
Just start singing.
You was in the shower?
Yeah. No. You just start singing, and then people tell you, oh, you can sing. And then that's how I found out. And then when I was 12, I found out I can write songs. I had like a journal that I would write songs. The first song I wrote, it's called There You Are Again, with an instrumental from Ice Cube, one of his albums. I can't remember what album it was, but it was an instrumental that Ice Cube had.
It's probably America's Most Wanted or Death Certificate.
Oh, probably. I can't remember the name. But yeah, it was called There You Are Again. And then I talked about how the mountains was high. It was about love. And then
Wait. So she wrote a song when you was 12.
Yes.
To an Ice Cube beat.
Yes.
And it was about love.
Yes.
I want to hear that. I got to hear that. And it's surprising that you even remember the name of the very first song you wrote.
Yeah, that's crazy because lately that song that I wrote been popping up in my head. I've been singing it. I'm like, wow, I still remember that song. Yeah.
Wow. So do you come from a musical family or background?
Not really, but my dad, he used to have like the old school records, stuff like that. He used to play all types of music, James Brown, Anita Baker, Michael Jackson. They used to call me Michael Jackson because I loved him so much. Yeah, so yeah, it's just me and my brother that have musical talent.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, how much did you love Michael Jackson?
A lot.
Like, did you have the Off the Wall album?
Yes.
Did you have the Thriller jacket?
Yes, the red
with
coat.
the glove?
Yes.
Okay. I had the same thing. That's how I get. The glitter socks with the glitter gloves.
Not that now.
You're gonna be a Michael Jackson lover. We gonna go to I had the actual Thriller jacket.
Yeah.
And the Beat It jacket. Both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I got pictures too. Don't ask to see the pictures though. But I do got pictures.
I know you're gonna show me later.
We'll see. But okay, so you grew up, your dad was playing what we would consider to be old school music, right? So I'm sure that had a huge impact on your musicality and getting you into music.
Yes.
And so kind of like me, as I was growing up, my mom always played music as well. And music literally flooded our house. I mean, that's what we cleaned to. That's what we cooked to, was music.
Yes.
I mean, I remember my mom and my aunt dancing in the living room, doing the hustle.
Yep.
Right. I don't know how to do the hustle, but they would be just twirling each other around. So music plays a huge part in people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about Women in Charge. How did you come up with this concept for Women in Charge?
Well, first, when I came up with Women in Charge, I said I wanted to do like a Black woman empowerment, but that didn't go too well. And like I said, I always had a love for music. So one day I said, let me start a radio station. And soon as I put out there that I was starting a radio station, I just kept getting music from different women from all over the country. And then we started with Women in Charge Radio. And then we started with Women in Charge Music Awards, where we gave out awards to female artists. The first one was in 2015. And then from there, we just kept growing and growing and growing. And so now we have our next event coming up in April.
April 25th, right?
Yes. Women in Charge Music Festival at an outdoor park, possibly Central Park in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a media pass. So I can come out and film stuff. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So why the name Women in Charge?
Women in Charge, it's like, I don't know, it sounds like powerful. Like, I'm a woman in charge. Like, that's like point blank, period. Like, there's nothing said after that. I'm a woman in charge. You know what I'm saying? It has that powerness to it. Yes.
Okay. So why the 3 at the?
I don't know. I just wanted to be different. I'm a different person. I just wanted to be creative. So I came up with the 3 at the end instead of an E. I didn't want to get confused with any other company, any other brand. So I added the 3.
Okay. Okay, so she started with the radio station.
Yes.
Right. So what were some of the challenges that you experienced with kind of getting that set up as far as, really just from the ground up starting your own radio station?
Well, that part was easy. I had challenges with the music awards. You know, you have to look for the venue. You know, it's a lot to go into it. Yes. So that was kind of challenging and stuff like that. And then sometimes you have artists, like the first award show that I had, artists that play instruments. They want you to provide the instruments, and then you have to pay out of your pocket. So you're getting charged, things like that. A little annoying, things like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're having to pay for all the instruments and all of the sound equipment.
Yes.
And it's like they come to just like do a free concert, pretty much, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've been doing the Women in Charge Music Awards since
2015.
Since 2015, and so you've done them every year. Every year since that. So what kind of just sparked you to even take that path to start a music awards for women music creators?
Because it's hard for the independent artists already to get their music out there and then to get honored. So that's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to create my own. I'm a person that create your own path, create your own way. Don't wait for somebody else to give it to you. So that was something that I wanted to kind of give back to other female artists, because it's hard for women to, be friendly with each other, get along and stuff like that. So that was a way to like basically give back to them. So that's why I started the music awards.
Okay. So just for them to build camaraderie with one another.
Yes, and they have. Yes, and so I have an artist that she's been with me for a long time. She was a part of the music awards show. I want to shout her out. Ashley Michelle from Chicago. We still talk. She came last year. She came to sing for my mom at her party. Nice. Her and another artist that were a part of my award show. They're friends to this day. Miss Beezy, I want to shout you out from Houston, Texas. They used to live together. Miss Beezy moved to Chicago. Okay. So they still talk. So that's something that I'm excited about, that people are still talking, getting along. So, yes.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance when she has the next one, you definitely got to attend. Definitely got to attend. There's not many avenues. And I've had a lot of female guests on the show, whether producers, singers, songwriters. And we always get into the conversation of females having their own, or at least the stigma of female music creators within the music industry. And I always ask the question, what were some of the challenges? And you can answer this as well. Some of the challenges that you personally have had being a female within this, because more than likely it's a male-dominated industry. So what were some of your own personal challenges that you had to kind of deal with and overcome? And what are those things you learned from those?
Well, really, when, especially the men, I get emails all the time when they hear, oh, I'm having an event, and they hear the word, the name Women in Charge, they email me and say, oh, you're being sexist, that's not fair, you should include men. I said, no, there's nothing against the men, but, men, they have everything going for themselves, so I wanted to give back to the women. The women are the one that need the exposure, so I just want to focus on the men. I just want to focus on the woman, not the men. So if you feel offended, I'm sorry, but this is what my company is centered around, women. So I want to keep it like that. That's really one of the challenges that I have.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right. You have organizations that cater to whoever they need to cater to. And so there's nothing wrong with having a women-centered organization that allows them to grow and to develop relationships and to mature as women. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if people get jealous, too bad.
Yeah,
they just gonna get jealous, right?
That's true.
I mean, because when you sit back and look at it, I mean, it is a male-dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It is.
I rarely meet, and I don't like to call them female music producers or female songwriters.
Just producer.
They're just producers and
Yes,
songwriters to me,
yes.
right? I mean, they just happen to be female, just like I happen to be a male. And that stigma kind of permeates itself within the music community. And, you know, you really kind of find yourself in a pickle at times when, you know, people do come up and say, oh, wow, you know, you're being unfair, or you're being biased, or you're being, no, it's just the way that it is.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have an organization, Women in Charge, that caters to female music creators and allows them to have a platform and an avenue for exposure
Yes.
for themselves.
Yes.
That's, yeah. Kudos.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep, of course. So you have the music festival coming up in April.
Yes.
So kind of talk about where that kind of started and why you kind of wanted to do this whole music festival thing, right? So you had the radio show when you first started. I'm assuming that was going well.
Yes.
And then, okay, you had the music award show.
Yes.
And that was going well. Then you say, you know what? I want to do a music festival
Yes.
too.
So to touch on that, 2016 we did the first music festival, and we were supposed to do it outside, but we ended up doing it inside at a theater. So that went great. We had artists come from all over. We had artists come from DC, California, you know, any place you can think of. They perform. If you want to check out the video, it's on YouTube/Women in Charge. That's Women in Charge with a 3 at the end, not an E. But yeah, we did the first one in 2016. So, you know, I kind of fell back on that. But now I'm ready to, you know, get back into the festival, being outdoors and, you know, getting the attention that it deserves. Yes.
That's right. That's very good. I can't wait to get that media badge. I need to go on the website though, because I saw last night this process that you got to go through to get a media badge.
Yes.
But no, I think what you're doing is great.
Thank you.
And that you, no matter what opinion is, that you still continue to do the things that you're doing for the audience that you are.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, never give up. So even in your own right, you're an artist.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I write songs.
Mm-hmm.
I have an album out on iTunes called I Am Music, Satoa Raymond.
Check it out.
Yes.
It's on all digital platforms?
Yes.
Yeah, check it out. You got to check it out. You got to support it. That's right. So talk about that process. Why did you, I mean, you've been writing songs since you were 12, singing when you were 15,
Yes.
right? I've been singing since I was a little kid too, but I love how you said, I found out that I could sing
Yes.
at 15.
Yep.
I love that. It's like you just stumbled upon it. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
I did.
I figure I can do this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. You know, so you're an artist yourself. So so in this project you were working on, just talk about the project a little bit and what kind of inspired you to create this project, and what are some of the vibes that people can expect from your music?
So yes, I have an instrumental album out. It is different genres: hip hop, R&B, pop, reggae,
Wow.
world music like Indian stuff like that, like you know, Bombay, the old capital of India, type music like that. Yeah, so it's mixed with different genres and it's out on iTunes. And I don't want to be categorized as that producer that just does one genre. I want to be known to write different types of genre and produce different types of music. So that's how I came up with the instrumental album with different genres.
Wow.
Yes, I don't want to be boxed in. I don't want to be labeled as, oh, you only know how to do this, or you're black, so you can only do hip hop music or R&B music. I want to be known to do different things.
Yeah, I had a conversation with, I can't remember who I had the conversation with, but we talked about the same thing. Like if you are a music producer, that's exactly what you should be producing is music. And so if you have, a country artist who says, hey, I need a song, are you able to write the song and are you able to kind of produce that song too? And I think there's a stigma when it comes to skin color, that if you're black or if you're white or if you're whatever, this is the only music you can. Now, if you're Mexican, you can only do, Mexican Hispanic type music, and that's not true, right? So I think there's a stigma that comes with race.
Yes.
That this is, and they kind of box you in. This is the only music you can do, right? So for you, where do you get your inspiration from when you are creating and making and writing your songs? Where does it come from?
Ooh, it could come from anywhere. It could come from a TV show, maybe something that happened to me before or during that day. It comes from anywhere. Yes, anything, any type of music that I hear. I say, oh, I like this. Oh, I want to create something similar to this, and that's where I base it off.
You could be at the grocery store buying milk.
Yep. I'm always ask my husband, I'm always singing. I'm always creating lyrics. I'll be sleeping and I'll get up out of my sleep.
Oh,
I gotta get up. And he'd be like,
yes.
what are you doing? Lay down.
Like,
always. That's how I am. Always.
Yeah.
I gotta write a lyric down. Wait, no, it's in my head. I gotta write it down. Or I'm gonna forget. So I gotta write it down. Or I take my iPad and I do the voice recording and I try to hum or sing how I want the lyric to be. Like, that's how I am. Always.
Me too. Because like when I'm asleep, like you ever had the like the dreams that you were writing an actual song and all of a sudden you had to.
Yep. I gotta write it down so I won't forget.
Gotta write it down so you don't forget. And you know what's really cool is that you have tools like in your iPads and your phones where you can actually do voice recordings and then you can go back later and say, hey, this is what I was. Now, sometimes you will be asleep and in your head it sounds really good. But then when you record it in the middle of the night, it sounds really good. But when you go to make it, you're like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, this sounds it's not even close to what I had dreamt. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving with that. But I've had many dreams where I've done full-fledged performances with like singers, and I'm not gonna tell you all these weird dreams that I've had with.
Oh, I had dreams with Rihanna. I wrote a song for her, and she was like, I'm going on tour in Atlanta, and I want you to come backstage, you know?
Right. See, I've had dreams like that too.
It can come true.
Right. I've had dreams where I was singing with Ryan McKnight. I've had dreams where I was on stage singing with Boyz II Men. Weird, just dreams out of the blue. And it's like, well, where does this dream come from? Maybe just a foreshadowing for something to come. I don't know. But yeah, it's so weird that you got to wake up in the middle of the night. I was driving down 285 South, coming home one day, and all of a sudden a melody just jumped in my head, and I whipped up my phone as I'm driving. Okay, and I just talked in the last interview about not taking out your phone and doing stuff.
But not that when it comes to a song.
But I had this idea, and I just pressed the button, and I hummed it as I was driving. Still eyes on the road, though. Still. But I had this idea. Now, it's still on my phone. I haven't actually made it yet. And so maybe one day I'll go back and make it. Maybe I hope it turns out the way that I heard it in my head. Right?
Always.
Right? But I mean, but it's true. You can get vibes from
anywhere.
From any and everywhere. And so I think people just needs to be open to, and I think because a lot of people just stay within the confines of their home and make music, but I think the best music comes from when you experience life.
Yes.
Because that experiencing life helps you to create the music that speaks to people who are living their lives, right? And so, if you get a chance, please make sure you go check out her music, and you go to her website. I mean, once you get there, you'll start to see. And I perused the whole thing the other night. You know, I know you do services that you offer, songwriting services. And a whole bunch of other things, right? And you'll get a chance to see all of that up there. I know you're going to the Grammys here soon. I'm super jealous, right? Because I got my invitation, but I've never been. I just can't afford it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Like maybe I'll go in 2021. Maybe we got to go in 2021.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
Yep.
I gotta or maybe they can just give me a free ticket.
They are giving away free tickets.
What?
They are. You go on the website.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. No, stop. Shoot, I need to go find me a free ticket.
You go on the Grammy website. They are. It popped up on my newsfeed.
Oh, yeah, I need to go there and log in and see. Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Free tickets.
Free tickets.
You might give two. You and your wife can go.
Hey, that'll be so dope. We could do that. Yes. So, what advice would you have for people who are wanting to get into this music industry?
Okay, so let me go back before I get to that part. So, me growing up in an African home, you know, they never wanted you to be in music. Like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? So, you know, I wanted to do music. I had a scholarship to school, and my mom kind of discouraged me, so I fell back on music. So then 2015 came around, and then I created my company, and now she loves what I do and everything like that. So what I would advise people to do is never give up, no matter what. Don't let anybody discourage you. Always stay on the right path, and no matter what, just keep going, and then someday it will pay off. Just keep going. That's all I can tell you. That's the best thing, is keep going.
Yeah, that reminds me of this picture that I saw, and I've referenced it several times on the show, of the old guy. There's two guys, and the first guy they're digging like a tunnel, but there's diamonds on the other end. And I mean, the guy is like literally right there. He just needs to strike one more time, and then he can have all the diamonds. And the other guy is walking away, right? He's dug all he can, and he's walking the other way. And the other guys, but we never know how close we are because of the amount of work, the discouragement that people can bring to other people's lives. That's just a shame that. Let me go back. I don't know if I want to say it's a shame, but I do know that
It is.
it probably is.
It is a shame.
That families, you say, well, don't do that because you can't do that, or don't do this because this is not what we do, right? And they portray a lot of times some of their own insecurities and failures onto their children.
Yes.
And then they say, well, because I wasn't able to do it, you're not able to do it. And I think that's a shame.
Yes.
In any household, any type of situation. I tell my kids all day, as long as you work hard, you can do whatever you want to do. But you're going to have to work.
See your son, he's working on the camera. Doing what he loves.
Always. I love him. Love him for that. Thank you. Thank you, son. How about you, Legos? You probably heard him laughing. That's right. I buy him Legos, right? But, we have to build our children
build them up.
We have to build our people up. And I mean just people in general. We shouldn't be tearing people down and projecting our insecurities and failures onto others. But I mean, you're right. You got to work hard. You got to bust your tail to get what you really, truly want.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else as far as advice you would tell people about this whole crazy music business that we live in?
Don't let it just because it's a man-dominated world that well then I'm not gonna get into that. I don't want to produce or songwrite. Keep going. Always keep going. Don't ever give up. That's my advice to you. Take it from me. That's it.
Well, I think females have it easier.
You think so?
I do. I think females have it easier because guys don't like to give other guys a chance, but let it be a female.
They want to give a female
that walk in and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you a." I do. I find.
If she want to be naked, then give her a chance.
See, that's a whole different story, and that's something you really just shouldn't do. Period. But I don't know. I mean, I know even like corporate America, females have a hard time moving up the ladder and getting promoted and things like that. So and it kind of extends itself to the music industry. But I think I think it's tougher. Let's say it's you and I, and we both do the same thing. Maybe they'll give me a chance because I'm a male. But I think they will give the female a bigger chance because you're female. And they know that in the music industry, there's not a lot of females that they're like, oh, you're just like Joe and Jim and Jaquan and all them over there. But there's not many ladies who now, well, let me take that back. There are a lot. There actually are a ton.
But they're not getting the recognition.
They're not getting the recognition that they really need. Like I know some dope female producers and female singer-songwriters that are amazing. But they're not. And oh man, yeah. I mean, I was so crazy. I was talking to a guy about that earlier, the guy who I just did the interview with not too long ago. There's a female producer in New York named Miss Madley. Shout out to Miss Madley if you ever see it. She is so fire, like so dope when it comes to music. It is hands down great. She will destroy a lot of the
men.
Oh,
yes.
Man. Yeah.
See.
Yeah. But maybe it's a insecurity thing too, of maybe why guys maybe not want to give females an opportunity. Because what if you outshine me?
Yep. That's
What if you bring more? Yeah. What if you outshine me? What if you get, placements where I can't, or what if you get into rooms that I can't get into? So I'm gonna keep you at bay because you may be less inferior, or whatever the case is, and that can kind of be a situation based on their own insecurities or fears or failures or whatever it may be.
Yes.
But I think everybody should have an equal opportunity regardless of race or gender or anything like that. So I'm glad that you're doing things that are building up women and bringing women into the light within this music industry.
Yes.
Because they do need it as well. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I didn't even know you had an African background. I mean, and we've
West
known
African.
each other. We've known each other even before coming on the show, and I didn't even know that.
Yes.
It's so crazy. See how she keeping stuff.
I love my parents dearly, but that's what they did to me.
Like that's what they did to me. But you know what? Like the guy I was talking to earlier, he said sometimes you can't allow the negative things that people say to truly impact what you do. So can you imagine if you didn't do it? If you listened to what your parents had said and you didn't do any of the things that you're doing today?
Yep. Who knows where I would be?
That's right.
Yes.
Who knows where you would be? Who knows what impact you would have not had on the music industry itself? Because you never know the impact unless somebody comes back and tells you or you sees it. But you never truly know the impact that you have on the lives of other people.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So keep doing what you're doing. So what's next for you?
Well, trying to get a couple of placements, have some songs sitting on my computer, trying to get that out there, and just keep living life, keep working on my craft, writing songs, keep doing my music events. That's about it.
Okay. Nice. So where can people find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms, especially Instagram. Women in Charge, that's WOMENINCHARG, 3. Or you can find me on my website, womenincharge.com. Same spelling. Thank you.
With a 3.
Yes, with a 3.
At the end.
3.
That's right, 3. I'm sure there's some reason why there's a 3 though.
I don't know.
She gonna think about
it. Creative, and I added the 3.
She gonna think, what? You should go back and add all 3s to all the E's. No, don't do that.
No, I ain't gonna do that. All my documents have the 3 at the end.
Right. Now that's perfect. But Satoa, thank you very much for being on the show today. Greatly
Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. Thank you.
Keep going with your platform. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah, we're gonna smash. This platform is gonna go international.
Yes. It will.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Yep, I am hoping so. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of We Create Music. Thank you. I love all of you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can always visit us at www.wecreatemusic.tv. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And that's it. We love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. And you can always catch us Thursday night, 7 p.m. Make sure you do that. Peace.